Hi, in this video, we'll be continuing the H2 Mathematics 2020 Paper 2. For question 5, it is a counting probability distribution question. And so, let's try to understand it first. So you have a bag. We know you have one green disc, R red disc, and 2 R blue disc. Each red disc gives you 5 points, and drawing a blue disc gives you 2 points, and lastly, drawing a green disc gives you 0. Tina draws 2 discs, and the score will be the multiplication of these 2 points. So, one scenario is you get green red. We think you have 0 because 0 times 5 is 0. Then you can get red blue, which is 5 times 2, which is 10. Then you can get green blue, which is also 0 because green is 0. Then you can get red, which is going to be 25. And you can get blue, which is 4. But you can't get green because there's only one green disc. So your possible scores is 0, 4, 10, and 25. And we're supposed to show that the expectation is this and find the variance. So we just draw the probability distribution table with 0, 4, 10, and 25. Then you calculate the probability, you get 0, which is the probability of this and this occurring. Probability for 4 is this, probability for 10 is this, and probability for 25 is this. So you just calculate the different probabilities using the counting way. So like, let's just take a random one like blue. So you got 2R blue first over 3R plus 1. Then next one is 2R minus 1 over 3R. Then to find expectation, this 0 you multiply with this, 4 multiply with this, plus 10 multiply with this, plus 25 multiply with this. And you should be able to simplify the answer to get 27R minus 11 over 3R plus 1. And now we're supposed to show the variance, which means we have to find EX squared. And variance is just EX squared minus EX whole thing squared, which then you get to simplify to this answer. Now, given that the variance is actually 38, we're supposed to find the value of R. So this, let it equal to 38. Cross multiply up, simplify the whole expression, and you will get R equals to 3. Moving on, for question 6, it is a normal distribution question. And the first one, you're supposed to sketch the normal from time period 8 AM to 8:10 AM. So we know that the time is actually starts from 8. So actually 0 is the 8 o'clock. And we know that the mean is 5. So 5 is here. And 8:10 is just 5 minutes away. So actually this part and this part, the length are equal. And so as a normal distribution, they should be symmetrical. Now we need to find the probability that James leaves for work later than 8:06. And so that's the probability T is larger than 6, which is just 0.202. So you can just use your GC for this. And now we have to find the probability when James walks, he's late for work. So you first have to consider when he leaves his home and the time it takes to walk. So you just create a new random variable, and you have this normal distribution where you add both expectation and you add the variance. And then you calculate the probability where this new T plus W random variable is greater than 30 minutes. And you can just use your GC for that, and it will be 0.108. For the last part, it says that when the weather is not fine, he still leaves T minutes past 8 AM. But now he has to drive to work and has the normal distribution of this timing. On average, the weather is fine 70% of the time. And one day James is late for work. find the probability that the weather is fine that day. So we already given that James is late for work, and we also find the probability that he's fine, the weather is fine. So the probability that the weather is fine given that he's late will just equals the probability weather is fine and he's late over probability he's late. So weather is fine and he's late is just, so you have the weather is fine 0.7, then you multiply with what happens when he's late given that the weather is fine. So in that case, the weather is fine and he's late will just be this probability that we found earlier, so times 0.7, then over probability is late. So the probability is late will just be weather fine and he's late plus weather not fine, which is 0.3 times he's late. Then you're able to get that it's 0.606 SF. And for question 7, it is a linear regression question, and we are given a data set about the number of days taken for a seed to germinate at different soil temperatures. So we're supposed to sketch the scatter diagram, and we just use the GC to plot out the points, and we see there is this non-linear curve looking thing. And from the GC we are also able to get the product moment correlation coefficient. Well, Lim thinks that it can be modeled by regression model D equals to minus A plus BU, where U is 1 over T now. And with that, we use the GC and actually we get D equals to this value. So A is minus 145 and B is 94603 SF. And now the product moment correlation is 0.941. So all this can, when it comes to regression questions, you just need to use the GC and be familiarized with the functions that the GC can provide. A study will then show that the soil temperature is 86 degrees Fahrenheit. The seeds took an average of 32 days to germinate, and determine whether the model actually can fit this additional data. So it is not possible because 86 is outside the range of 32 to 68. So we will need to do extrapolation, which will lead to a unreliable explanation. And then we have the next part says that now the temperature changes from Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius, and whether there will be any change in terms of D and T. So we're supposed to just let C now equals to 5 over 9 bracket F minus 32. So in that case, because D equals to this, now our T, we just need to change it with, we just need to flip the thing around. So this one you just cross multiply in, so now 5C equals to plus 32 equals to F. So this is in terms of F. You want to convert it to C, it will be like this. So you just sub in and then you just simplify and you should get the correct answer. So that's all for this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you again. Bye.